Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So today the sun is at 19 degrees of Cancer and is trining the North Node. So there's going to be a lot of fated things that happen today. The moon is starting off the day, finishing up its time in Capricorn. So this was a pretty intense Capricorn full moon. How are y'all feeling? Like, whew, pretty intense. All right. So at 1842, which is 6:42, the moon is going to conjunct Pluto. Okay. So we are in the full moon lunation cycle. So there could be a lot that's brought up to the surface when this conjunction happens. There could be a lot of collective awakenings. There could be a lot of collective towers. So 1642, the moon is going to conjunct Pluto. And when it conjuncts Pluto, right before it conjuncts Pluto, it's going to trine Uranus. Now, we all know this Uranus and Gemini energy has been major whiplash, like pew, 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 ping pong ball. Pew, 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 pew. The duality, okay? A lot of shit's been thrown our way. There's been a lot of people truly standing up for injustice, and that makes me proud, okay? Because people are awakening to we're only as strong as our weakest link. And if we turn a blind eye to what has happened to our weakest link, we failed as humanity, right? So Jupiter is now at 7 degrees and is in a trine with Lilith, okay? Mercury is at 13 degrees. Mars is now at 13 degrees and is getting closer to the South Node. Now, a little later this evening, the nodes are going to move to 19 degrees of Virgo and Pisces. So this conjunction is going to be getting a little closer. Mars and Virgo. Be mindful of your words. Be mindful of perfection. Be mindful of how critical, okay, because Virgo is the critic, right? Be mindful of how critical you are. We're in that full moon lunation cycle. You want to take a good look at yourself. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to release? Are you truly living in the highest vibration of that Mars? The highest vibration of Mars is making the task, executing the task, making the list, doing everything that you need to do on a daily basis. I know I'm a Pisces. I like to stay in the clouds. So I really have to tap into that Virgo energy and really get a structure, get a routine. Okay? That's the highest vibration of that. We have Mercury at 13 degrees, and Mercury is slowing down to station for its retrograde, and that's going to happen on the 18th at 12:46 a.m. Eastern time zone. Okay, now on the 13th, which is in a couple of days, all right, Saturn is going to station retrograde at 1 degrees 59 minutes, and this is going to take place at 12:08 a.m. on the 13th. Okay, so we're going to have more shifts. There could be a lot that's brought up with those in power. There could even be a lot brought up with water. Okay, Mars is working into a square, in an exact square, and that's going to be taking place a little bit later next week, and is also going to be squaring the nodes too. So Venus is going to be working into that square with Mars too. That's going to be a little later next week when that starts taking place. Now, how can you work with the energy today? There could be a lot of downloads. There could be a lot of activations that take place. There could be a lot of insight that comes in. Pay attention to the messages, pay attention to the synchronicities, pay attention to the signs, and pay attention to how your body's feeling, specifically when information comes in. Okay? The moon is also going to be squaring Chiron. So, we could be triggered. There could be wounds that are brought up to the surface that needs to be examined. There could be things that need to be looked at. Okay? Triggers are messengers. So what's your body telling you? Is it triggered because you have conflicting beliefs? Is it contradicting what you believe and know? Or is it triggering because your ego doesn't want to be wrong? Okay, pay attention. Are you triggered because it's incorrect information? Your body is going to let you know. Water, it's all about how you feel. What's your body telling you? Okay, how's your body responding? So Venus is at 7 degrees of Gemini and is out of that trine with Pluto. So give me one card for the day, please. Give me one card for the day, please. King of Wands. A lot of masculine energy showing up. Okay, all right. There could be people coming together. I feel like this is deeply connected to Mercury retrograde, but also connected to Saturn. You know, this full moon is a Saturn-ruled full moon. It's all about doing the work. Capricorn is all about doing the work. Are you being the CEO of your life? Are you taking charge and leading the way to go in the direction that you want to go in? Okay, this Mercury retrograde and Leo could be bringing people back around that you're meant to work with, that you're meant to make money with. All right, you may not see it just yet. It may not be showing up just yet. However, trust in divine timing. Trust that everything is always working out in your greatest good and highest joy. Trust that the divine knows better than you do. Trust that your spirit team knows better than you do. Okay, we have to surrender. We have to surrender and flow, right? Because mutable energy, and that's where the nodes are, even in Gemini, it's all about mutating. It's all about flowing. It's all about adapting. What do I need to change? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to add? What do I need to remove? Okay? But it does feel like there's going to be people coming back around, coming together to collaborate, to work with, build community with, okay? And this is very abundant. It feels really good. Feels really good, okay? This is destined. This is fated. And this is going to be connected to the sun trining the nodes, trining the north node in a sextile with the south node, okay? So there's a lot that's being brought to light as far as weather modification is concerned. That's going to continue to be a big thing. Again, the lesson is this truly a grounded, stable foundation for humanity? What do we need to change? What do we need to remove? What do we need to add? Is this healthy for humanity? And this awakening is going to really show us that. All right. I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well. If you missed me yesterday, you can find my Capricorn full moon lunation update on my YT. Love you all. Bye.